Blender Babe Tarshan, and today we're going to show you how to make your own fresh pumpkin puree for all the great pumpkin recipes that are coming up this autumn. So you can either use a small pie pumpkin, or if you're like me and like to go big, you can do a nice big pumpkin. And you're going to want a very sharp knife. So this is my Gunther Wilhelm knife, which I keep in its nice sheath, keep it nice and sharp. And as you can see here, I actually already cut the pumpkin in half. So you're gonna start on one side and make it through, and then take it around to the other side and cut it in half. So what I did here is I scraped out the pulp and the seeds. And I like to use my little ice cream scooper here, just a little easier than some of the other spoons that I have. So you're gonna take it and you're gonna stick it in a colander so that we can rinse out the seeds and bake them for a nice crispy treat. So pumpkin seeds are very, very good for you. They're low in calories and they're really high in iron. So they're a great thing to add to, your soups and your salads. I like to add them to smoothies. Of course, as a Blender Babe, I'm always looking for new stuff to add to my smoothies. So you're gonna wanna scrape everything out really well. And sometimes, you could even use the pulp in your smoothies if you just want a little extra fiber. We're almost there. And once you do, you're gonna wanna pick out the pulpy part and separate them from the seeds. So once you do that, you're gonna take just pull the seeds off and take this pulp and then throw it away. So I'm not gonna do the whole thing now, but once you do, you'll have your whole set of seeds. You're gonna rinse them out. And you can either pat them dry, or you can pat them dry and let them continue drying overnight. If you want to cook them right away, you're gonna rinse them, pat them dry, put a little bit of olive oil, a little sea salt, and here's where you can get creative. So I like to do cinnamon and sugar, but you can do nutmeg, paprika, cayenne, herbs, cumin, all kinds of stuff. So a little bit of olive oil and salt, whatever spices or herbs that you want to add, just mix it on. And then you're going to put it on, lay it out flat on some foil on a cookie sheet. And you can either bake them right away at about 300 degrees for maybe 30, 40 minutes. Or if you let them dry overnight, you can bake them about 170 degrees for maybe 20 minutes and they'll be ready to go. So over here, you're gonna want to roast your pumpkin. And I just cut mine in half, this half at least, this other half of that. And you put it again on a cookie sheet with some foil, and you're gonna roast it at 400 degrees for about an hour. And you'll wanna test it and just kind of see how soft it is. If it's still hard at all, you want to continue cooking. So once you're done, you're gonna get this beautiful roasted pumpkin. Looks like this. And again, you're just gonna scoop it out, and we're gonna make a fresh pumpkin puree. So we're using our Blendtec and our Twister jar today, which is my favorite for thick purees and things like this, like baby food or any kind of fruit or vegetable puree. And this is a big pumpkin, so we're actually gonna get a lot in here today. And what's great about this is if you do use a big pumpkin, you can save it in the fridge, your puree, for maybe about 3-4 days. Or you can freeze it, and then all throughout the holiday, you can just pull some out for your different pumpkin recipes. And that way you don't have to use canned. It's always great to use fresh. I'm not gonna do this whole thing at once. Okay, we're just gonna add a tiny bit of water, and we are going to use our manual keys. My hands are all pumpkined. And I'm gonna use, you can see here, about speed. It looks like it's done. And there you go. Fresh pumpkin puree. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more Blender Babes tips on how to live a healthier lifestyle. I'm Blender Babe Tarishan. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments and check out our other recipes at blenderbabes.com.